Tradition 8. Narcotics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Some have described NA as a fellowship made up of the failures from other programs. To a great extent this is true. Many of our members have unsuccessfully sought recovery in many other programs, in many other ways. Jail did not help us at all. Medicine, religion and psychiatry seem to have no answers for us that we could use. We ourselves have said, give us the ones you can't do anything with. Give us your hardest cases. We'll welcome them with open arms. Somehow NA works when other programs and methods have failed. What is it about us that makes this so? We don't have any secret or special methods. We don't have any cure-all remedies. We don't really have many of the things that others offer addicts. What is it about NA that makes us the most widespread and successful program for addicts in the world? Perhaps it's something simple. Perhaps it's because we don't have these things, that it is possible for us to succeed where others have failed. What do we have? We have our steps, we have mobility. We understand and care, and we are motivated. We have each other. The basis of our program is the 12 steps. We got these steps from Alcoholics Anonymous, who thought enough of them to give them freely. AA got the steps from various sources. The steps are based on spiritual principles that have been known and followed for centuries. Most religious or spiritual orders utilize these same principles in some way. These principles are certainly not unique to us, but they are spiritual principles and that makes them special. Spiritual principles are basic truths that do not change with time or place, they simply work in all cases. This program has been called a hip pocket program. We don't require any equipment or special facilities. It doesn't take special training to make this program work. We carry this program with us wherever we go. We carry our message to the addict wherever he is and whenever he's ready. This program fits every addict because the addict learns to apply our steps to his life in his own way. Our ability to reach addicts anytime, anywhere has certainly been a great advantage for us. Perhaps our greatest asset is empathy, our ability to understand and identify with the newcomer. We know what it's really like to kick the habit, we've been there. We know what it's like to face life without drugs, each of us has had to do this. We know the prices of addiction, we've all had to pay them. We can't look down on the addict who comes to us, we've all been newcomers. We can't con each other, we've played all the games. We understand the addict and addiction perhaps better than anyone else can, after all, this is the life we lived. We care for and love the addict as if he were ourselves, because the addict really is ourself. Our motivation is simple, this program was given freely to us by addicts who cared. We only do the same. We have learned that we can only keep what we have by giving it away. We know that recovery is a matter of life and death for the newcomer and for ourselves. These are the things we are and how our program works. They are a reality for us. We have our steps. We have mobility. We really understand and care, and we are motivated by survival. All these things are a contradiction to traditional recovery approaches and to professionalism. The professional has no place in our fellowship. Our very nature prohibits this. Professionalism as such is not the problem. We recognize and admire the professional and his sphere. Many of our members in the endeavors outside the fellowship have become professionals in their own right. It's just that there's no place for professionalism in NA. For our purpose we have learned the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is truly without parallel. Our primary purpose is to carry the message to the addict who still suffers. We do the best we can and sometimes we need a little help. Volunteer work is the backbone of our service, but volunteers work only to the best of their abilities, only at their convenience. Some of our services require skills or abilities we are unable to supply as volunteers. Most of us do not have the training necessary or the extra time required to fulfill these functions. Our eighth tradition also recognizes this and tells us that we may employ special workers in our service centers. Without their help, we might be unable to respond to many of those who reach out to us for help.